Hi everyone, welcome back to the channeling series. And today I have a message from the tarot again, and it's a little heavy 10 of Wands, right? And you can tell, right? The energy around also is a little heavy nowadays, right? Uh, this card is telling me that whoever lands on this video is feeling very heavy, feeling like, you have some sort of burden or responsibility, right? Like you can just sense from this card as well, right? They're just like carrying so much, right? Now, and of course, when I read the cards, right, based on my own training or whatever that I have learned over the years, I kind of amalgamate the whole thing and tell you the message for today, right? Now, recently, before I actually get into the message, I want to tell you that what's happening is that now I think it's been a couple of months that I've been sharing all these messages, right? And the messages are very sometimes they can be very informative, right? Like you get to learn so much. There is so much to learn about your body, your nervous system, intergenerational stuff, and so many things, right? And so a lot of folks ask me, right, what does this mean, what does that mean, what about the father wound, what about the mother wound, right? And even though I do one-on-one work, like recently, I just somebody commented, do I have this wound or whatever, like something like that, right? And I told them that, I can't really say, right? Because I have to really work with you guys to do the one-on-one work to understand, right? But I only have so many slots for my one-on-one, right? And it won't be possible for me to have a one-on-one session with everyone, right? So based on that and based on your responses, and thank you so much for actually resonating with these messages because they are life transforming, messages, isn't it? And I always try to add, a remedy or a way in order for you to work on that, right? And I know this is deep work, so sometimes you need more guidance, right? So what I've done is, if you check out, there is a video called the Rewire Room, right? So I am trying to build a space, safe space, right? A group space where everybody can come, and every month we are going to have a discussion. I'm going to try and make it a 2 hour call, right? And in that we discuss all of these things, right? We discuss all things about nervous system, about manifestation, all of these wounds, whatever it is. And, we talk about mindset, we talk about so many things, right? All of these concepts I'm going to bring there. And we are going to be doing, not just coaching, healing, but like everything, all encompassing, right? So that'll be like that healing space for all of you. And I've kept it very, very minimal. Like it's 59 100 Indian rupees, and it's just, I don't know, 70 or $80, right, per month. So you kind of pay that and you join that live call, you get the recording as well. And so for folks who cannot do the one-on-one work, or even if I don't have space for one-on-one work, right, and you want to get connected with me, get deeper into these concepts, then you can join that room, right? You can join that club, whatever it is, right? That safe space. And that ways you get a opportunity to kind of heal those aspects, learn more about them, right? And ask questions, right? So, so yeah, before I start, I wanted to let you all know that I'm going to put that link like under in the description box. Now, coming to today's message again, this could be a little deeper and of course a little triggering as well, because this energy is again kind of that scarcity energy of I don't have money, right? Somewhere there is this looming thought of I don't have money. When even when it comes, it goes, and there's constantly like paise nahi hai, paise nahi hai, paise nahi hai. That's there's no money is the um chant for you currently, right? So if you've landed on this video, somewhere you're going through this, right? And that energy of scarcity is very, very palpable, right? So how does this feeling of scarcity show up in your life? Okay. Now it'll show up in different forms. For example, it'll show up in your sleep, right? You won't be able to sleep deeply because in order to sleep deeply, you also have to kind of surrender, isn't it? You have to kind of let go of your thoughts, let go of your planning, let go of a lot of things in order for you to completely surrender and sleep. But people with the scarcity mentality, they don't want to, they want to hold on, right? They want to control. Because if they let go of control, then there's going to be havoc, right? So, and they can't trust because they all the so they are not able to sleep deeply, right? People, it even shows up in movement, right? Because for folks who uh, they feel like if they give in too much or if they put in too much hours, too many hours, then it's not going to actually reap any benefits. Instead of actually reaping benefits, they start feeling exhausted, right? And they start feeling depleted, right? So, I've actually taken down some notes. What happens is that you'll see that these are the kind of people you will go to the gym for like 2 days and then you won't be able to go because too much energy is getting depleted. You're feeling very exhausted, right? You won't be able to um, consistently do that or consistently do something, right? With food, what will happen is you will eat a lot of high calorie food, right? You will also overeat. Why? Because in your head, you're thinking that you have the scarcity mentality in your head, like khana khatam ho jayega, I won't get any more food. So whatever I have, I need to eat it right now, right? So you will eat fast, and the amount of food you will also eat, you will not register it, right? So you'll keep eating, 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 and then you'll be bloated. Yeah. So, with the scarcity mentality, what's happening is you're chasing money, you're running after it, running after it, running after it, and money is also running away from you. Yeah. And even when money is coming in, you're not able to sustain it. Yeah. So, I know this is the message of the day. This can be a total, like if we go deeper into scarcity, that itself can be a whole session in our, say, rewire room, or it can be a one-on-one session, right? But I'm just giving you a gist, not even a gist, right? So I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Uh, But I want this message to go out because it's important, right? So now what I want you to do is we're going to inquire this the kind of personality you become when there is scarcity. Now you understand that there's definitely scarcity going on, right? And how it impacts different forms of your life, right? Now take a deep breath in, right? Inhale at the count of four and exhale at the count of five, right? Do that 3 or 4 times, right? Take your time, pause this video and do it, right? And then journal on this question, okay? Do not take too much time, like within 30 seconds you have to write, right? When money feels uncertain, who do I become? When money feels uncertain, who do I become? Take your time, right? Pause the video and take your time. And then once you've written down the answer, right? A lot of folks will say a lot of answers. For example, for me, I become a fixer, right? I become somebody who has to like get things done. I can't sit, I literally get into the action mode and I have to run and I become very stressful, right? I become very hyper, right? Anxious, angry, right? uh, so many things, right? I feel like I'm going to lose control, so I have to control everything, very controlling also, right? Now, some people become performers, some people become hustlers, people become a fixer, some people become, whatever. So think about it. Who do you become, right? Now, of course, like I said, when we do one-on-one work, when we do, more deeper work, we kind of inquire more and get into all of that. But right now, because of lack of time, I'm just going to give you the questions for you to understand. I want you to understand the concept, not necessarily get into the whole process of, healing, but also just to bring it to your awareness, right? Now, where is this mother energy, right? Now, what's happening is that somewhere there has been a lack of attention or lack of love or lack of, that um love and attention and time from your mother when you were a child. Okay. Now, this can be mother and father both. Okay. And these are just examples, right? It can, of course, be something else as well, but mostly it's been seen that way. And of course, the energy of the mother is coming right now. So that's why I'm talking about it. Okay. So, what happens is that when you were a child, right? Maybe you were 5, 4, you don't even remember, right? Now, at that time, what happened was that, maybe your mother was busy with something, right? Maybe your mother was sick, maybe your mother was working, maybe your mother was, depressed, whatever it could be. And based on that, you were not able to receive that love. Remember last time we also talked about receiving. So you were not able to, so you're calling out to your mother, you're maybe howling, screaming, shouting, and your mother is on the phone with someone else, right? Or the mother is at work, whatever, right? At that moment, like I said, there is this receiving happening not only in the first 9 months of your womb, but also I told you, like first 10 years are very crucial in terms of your receiving and how you know, gather all that information, right, from your surroundings and specifically from your mother or father. So at that moment, now for example, you said that I become a performer, or you say that I become a people pleaser, right? When money feels uncertain, I become a people pleaser because I feel like the more I can be like that, the more money can come. For example, right? Now, the connection that I'm trying to make is that when was the first time as a child before the age of 10 did you become a people pleaser, right? And most often than not, these are the times when you wanted your mother's attention, love, or that sort of, time, and she was not able to give you, right? And at that moment, you became this version, right? So you probably became a people pleaser. You became a person who would please her, be cute, be whatever, so that she can give you her attention, isn't it? And now you see that connection of that part of you that became this part is now the part, right, who is reacting to situations when money is uncertain. So you see, scarcity of love from mother is now leading you to react to scarcity of money. And again, guys, this is deep work, right? I keep telling you, but it's good for you to understand, right? Now, what happens is sometimes, even, sometimes you actually end up becoming that version of your mother, or you end up becoming your mother, how she was when she was dealing with that stressful situation. So, going back to the example, sometimes what happens is that your mother probably became a people pleaser to get the love from her mother or whatever, right? In that sense. So now you become that, right? In order for you to get money in the current life. You don't know what you did as a 2 year old, you don't remember all of that, but you definitely can journal on this question. When money feels uncertain, who do you become? Yeah. And based on whatever you've written, now you're connected with your mother. And somewhere, whatever you've written, you probably judge your mother based on those things that you've written. For example, if I had written that I was, I become a performer, or I become a fixer, right? Or I become very angry, like I said. So probably I judge my mother as being an angry person. Yeah. Well, for me, my mother has passed away, but you guys, if you have a relationship with your mother, you're able to probably, but even if she's passed away, there are certain nuances, right? Certain things that I have in my mind about her. So are these the thing like, am I angry with her? Do I feel she was angry? Whatever that connection is. And again, there are so many permutations and combinations. I'm just giving you an example for you to understand this concept, right? So, um, so somewhere, like I said, whatever you've written, right? Somewhere you've judged your mother for that, and you've also become that now when it comes to money, right? So let's do a quick, because I can keep going on and on about this topic. So let's do a quick, once you've done your research, once you've figured out, once you've done your investigation, pause the video, go over it again and again, because sometimes it takes time to understand. Do the exercise. Once you've done it, right? Now suppose I have figured out, right, that I become very angry and very anxious and very uh I feel like I've lost control or very controlling. I become very controlling when I'm uncertain, when there is uncertainty around money, right? And now I've also judged my mother. She's also very angry. She's also very controlling, right? And now I've become controlling in order to get money, right? And especially when there is no money. So this means that what has happened is, instead of taking those things, the life force, that good energy from my mother, I have judged her and I have also become another version of that, isn't it? And how is that helping? That's not helping her, that's not helping me, right? Instead, it's blocking my flow of money. So let's do an exercise where whatever is not serving us, we are giving it back to our mother, right? Because we've identified that. And she is also giving it back to whoever it came from, right? So we kind of are doing a healing um, ceremony here where we are free of the scarcity blocks that we have taken from our mother. Okay. So, step one is for you to understand the concept. Step two is for you to actually do it and understand what scarcity, when money feels uncertain, who do you become, right? Step three is for you to understand if it's you from your mother and if you've judged your mother for that. And somewhere that version of you, you've become your mother by judging her, right? Now, step four is doing this exercise so that we can return it back to wherever it came from, okay? And feel free to move forward in lightness, right? So close your eyes, take a deep breath in, count of four, inhale, and count of five, exhale. Okay, take deep breaths in, and when you're breathing in, as you take deep breaths in, just come back to the here and now. Feel your presence in the here and now. And as you exhale, I want you to let go of all your worries, concerns, issues, anger. And again, breathe in and breathe out, right? Do this for at least 4 to 5 times. Breathing in, count of four. Breathing out, count of five. And now I want you to imagine on your left side is your mother, okay? Standing right behind you with her hand on your shoulders, with her right hand on your shoulders. And on your right is your father behind you with his hand on your shoulder. Okay. His left hand on your shoulder. And now I want you to imagine in your left palm, okay, all of these scarcity beliefs, okay, known, unknown, the ones you've investigated, the ones you've not investigated, the ones you don't even know about, everything, okay, all of those scarcity blocks, just imagine from your body is getting projected here on your left hand, okay. You can give it a metaphor, even you can give it a shape, you can give it a size, right? Like for me, I would say it's looking like a black snake, okay? For you, it could be a black rock, it could be a black, black feather, whatever it is, okay? There's no right or wrong, that's your subconscious telling you, okay? Now, I want you to imagine that you are now facing your parents, okay? And by the way, behind your parents are their parents, and then behind their parents are their parents. Like this, there is like seven lineage, seven, generations standing behind. And as you face your parents now, right? You just face them, right? I want you to, whatever these blocks were in your left hand, right? I want you to give it to your mom or give it to your dad, whatever, or give it to both of them, okay? And while you're giving it to them, just say that I return everything that is yours with consciousness attached. So when we are attaching consciousness, what we're doing is we're giving her a choice, right? To either keep it or to give it back to whoever it came from, right? So your mom can give it to her mom can give it to maybe, her grandmom, wherever. We don't know where it came from, But just imagine that at the end of this tunnel, right, end of these generations, there is a bright light, so bright that you can't even open your eyes when you look at it. But since it's in a distance, right, you can see that it's flickering. So ultimately, imagine all of these blocks going into that light. Yeah. And now just look forward. Your parents are still behind you, and just feel the lightness. I want you to feel the lightness. It's like imagine you're carrying a heavy, heavy, heavy rock, right? And you've just put it down. How do you feel now, right? You feel light, your shoulders are lighter, your heart's lighter, you can breathe easy, right? Take a deep breath in. Yeah. And just feel your parents' support behind you, and their parents are supporting them. And so you have this whole generation of ancestors supporting you and helping you. Yeah. Take a deep breath in, and with this beautiful golden light that was sparkling behind you, right? It's now come right into your heart from the back. Deep breath in, and then come back to the here and now with a smile on your face. Open your eyes. Yeah. So this is a beautiful exercise for all of you to do regularly. Again, I'm going to link it to that other exercise I did with parents, right? This will help you clear out your scarcity blocks, right? And this is just one small example I've given you. There can be, we of course, like I said, we do a lot of deeper work to understand what those blocks are and how we can work with them and how we can clear them, right? So yeah, whoever lands on this message today, this video, this exercise was for you. So I hope this message resonated with you. I will see you all tomorrow with another message. Till then, signing off, Anisha from Zariya Healings.